Welcome to the Parafair today. As we come in and as I just try to understand what's going on with me and try to understand getting to the next level of just trying to really, last couple of days have been a woozy for me, have been really just trying to understand. You get one problem solved and here comes another one, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. But then I keep saying you got to have a positive attitude, and let's just so let me recap yesterday was one of those days where the phone kept and it's at this age in time it's texting, phone messages. So back up to the first issue I had. I went to go use the restroom. And just use the restroom, flush the toilet, and all the water from the bottom of the toilet that ran all over the floor. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? So then I asked my wife. I go, hey, what's going on with the toilet here? She's like, well, I told you it wasn't acting right. And I go, you told me it wasn't acting right. I go, yeah, it's been. I said, how long has it been going on? She goes, about a week. And I go, really? And I said, but I told you. I said, okay, whatever. Not whatever, but just, all right, I'll get to it. So then I kept moving on, and I said, I put that on the list. So then she drove to work, and she called me. She said, hey, the car is acting funny. And I was like, what do you mean the car's acting funny? It's like, it has a red light, it has this light on, it's saying pull over, it's not working, the oil light's not working, and I said, okay, it's just probably low of oil. I said, I had to put some oil in that car. I just put some oil in that car just a few minutes, like maybe a month ago, big gallon of it. So I said, okay, no problem. So I said, well, let me go, I get out of work late. So I said, let me go over to Walmart. Walmart stays open till 11. And so I went into the Walmart we have, and it's probably, I haven't been in that Walmart in a long time because it used to be 24 hours. Now they close at 11 now. And it's just some interesting characters there after 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I'm there too, so I'm interesting too. So I'm just, a lot of people watching there. But as I went there and I got the oil, and I realized, they've upgraded the store a little bit. They got more groceries in here. They got rid of the McDonald's that was in there, and they got rid of some things. And they said, okay, but I had to go walk all the way to the back. The motor oil is way in the back. Picked up the oil, got it, brought it home with me, and then I, just had my little, funnel, put it in the funnel. Started to, fill up the oil of the car. This is great, So then I got into the car, started the car up, car started smoking. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Car started smoking really bad. And I was, oh man, I didn't burnt up the engine. It was my first thought. I burnt the engine up. And so I was like, oh, jeez. So after I got over that, I said, okay, just relax yourself. It's okay. And then it was just a bad smell in the garage. And I said, oh, man, burnt the engine up. Told my wife, I got to call the people tomorrow, and it's not low on oil. The car won't even turn over now. And we got some serious problems. I said, but I'm going to think positive. So called up the towing company, called up the dealership, called them up and said, hey, we got to bring this car in. It's not acting right. And so the guy came out and he says, I have this box on my truck. That I can use to power it up. I said, it gets power. And I said, well, let me just check it, because the car was in the garage. He said, I got to, kind of start it up a little bit, put it in neutral so I can back it out of here and put it on the back of the tow truck. There's he had a flatbed truck. He put the truck on the car. And so I was like, okay, all right. So I'm telling myself, and I said, think positive. I say, he can do it. He can do it. And I say, that car, I can't even turn the car on. So he somehow or another, he said the car's getting power, but it's not turning over. So most likely that's your starter. Your starter's gone. And I said, okay, well, at least, whew, that's some of the, I said, well, starter's not that difficult, whatever. So he towed it down there. He said, are you going to follow? I said, no, they know the car's coming. I'm going to take my son to school. And I said, just one thing after another. You know how you have to juggle things all the time. You have to juggle this, juggle that, get one person here, one person there. And get my wife, had to get her loaner car and get her situated. So we got her situated, got her down the road, got my son down the road. And then the guy calls me back from the dealership and says, hey, they sent me a videotape of all the problems that the car has. They said, well, the main thing is the starter. The starter is burnt up, and the harness to the starter. We might have to replace that too because it's kind of frayed a little bit. We don't know if it's the harness or we don't know if it's the starter. And I said, okay, all right. So then during all that time, my phone was ringing with just various, just little things. Hey, can you take care of this? Hey, I need a video. Hey, I need this. I need that. And then I'm trying to talk to this one guy, and then just how it's just a bunch of noise going on, and just a bunch of stuff going on. And so I'm just telling myself, be patient. It's going to work out. Be patient. Whew. And so as I kept watching and kept just like, okay, then some other stuff happened where I have a machine that was broken, but the part was coming in, and so that part came in, and then as they pulled out the car at the garage, my wife, she said, hey, remember you took the toilet out, it's in the bathroom, they're going to see the tow truck guy is going to see the toilet. I said, I'm not worried about that. So then I went over to, I said, I pulled the toilet off. Let's go back to the toilet. Pull the toilet off, put it in the garage, look down the drain. It was this big, we have this tree out front of our house, and the tree likes to go into the pipes and just likes to, inch its way in there and just grow because it wants water. And so I pulled it up, and it's just a big tree, roots are in there. And so I told my wife I'm going to have to either snake it or get my bladder. I have this little bladder that they sell at Home Depot, and you just hook the bladder up, and then you stick it down the tubes, and it just flushes everything. It's like a powerful stream that just goes to the pipes and cleans everything out. So as I was going to Home Depot, I ordered my coffee. I said I got to have something going on. I ordered my coffee. From the people. And then I said, okay, it's over there. Went and got my bladder, but there was a lady sitting outside. She was sitting in the back of her car, and I said, "What's going on? Is she okay? Is she stranded?" I said, "I think she's selling something, right?" And so, her being a different race, she really didn't. I guess she probably figured I didn't. I wasn't interested. So. And so then I said, hey, everything okay? She said, yeah, everything's. She said, thanks for checking. Yeah, everything's good. I said, what are you selling over there? She goes, oh, I'm selling some tamales. I said, okay, no problem. I said, when I come back out, I'll buy some for you. I said, how much are they? She said, oh, they're like $2. It's okay, no problem. So when I went in there, when I went into the store to get the bladder and come back out, they usually have a cash option. Like if you want cash back or whatever. I said, well, I'll grab $20. And then, buy 5 of the tamales. My wife likes them really spicy. Excuse me. She likes them really spicy. I don't really care for a lot of spicy, but I said, okay, I'll get 2 regular chicken ones and then some beef or whatever they have, but make sure that they're spicy. So they didn't have that option. I was like, okay, here we go. They didn't have that option. I can get cash back. They just wanted just the card, whatever. It was like $12 for a bladder. So I walked back out. And I told the girl, hey, I gotta go get some cash. And she looked at me like, yeah, okay, I've heard that one before. So I went over and then I went over and I got the cash out the bank. And then I went back, picked my coffee up. Coffee was delicious. Then I went back out there and I talked to the lady about the tamales. And I said, I need 5 and I need 2 regular and 3 spicy and whatever. So got them. just nice and warm. Brought it back, hooked it up to my bladder, stuck it down the toilet, not the toilet, but the pipes. Heard it getting, one thing about that bladder, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it just flushes. You can hear the water just spewing through there and breaking up stuff. You can't hear the water. There's a big clog. So I heard the water going down, and I said, okay, it's got some of it out. But then I said, okay, let it run for about 10 minutes. Let it run for about 10 minutes. And so I just let it run for about 10 minutes. And then I just went to another room. And I came back. And I didn't come back. Came back, checked on it 5 minutes. And then I said, okay, it's good. I hear it running. So I started doing some other stuff. And then I heard this boom, heard this big old explosion, right? I said, oh my God, the bladder pipe burst because it was pipe clogged or whatever. But then I came in on the walls. There were some like remnants of trees on the wall and everything. But I said, okay, let's see if it worked. So I stuck the hose back down there, turned the hose on. The water went down there smooth as silk. And so, all right, the water, whatever was there is gone. So I said, okay, no problem. So I said, let's put this toilet back on, ratcheted it down, hooked the water back up, made sure it was running good, flushed it, took a video of it, sent it to my wife because she's like, how are we going to survive without, I said, okay. So that problem was done. I said it should work for another few weeks, but you just never know. And, so it's just one of those days that just constant, just stuff, little fires you have to put out in your life. I came back in and got my coffee, enjoyed my tamales, and I told myself, I said, these tamales are gonna be probably pretty good. They're gonna be pretty good. And I said, but most likely that person, they're not gonna be. If I want some more, I got it. They're selling out the back of a truck, back of their car, and they're not gonna be there every day. So I just said, okay. I said, well, just enjoy it. You might see that person again, you might not. But I enjoyed them, and my wife kept asking me. She kept, where did you get these tamales from? I said, oh yeah, by this store over by the home improvement store. She said, but where? I said, I might want to go there. I said, no, there's a special spot. You gotta, I don't want you going over there because it's kind of a rough little neighborhood, and I don't want you, But eventually I'll tell her where I got them from. But if I'd have told her where I got them from in the beginning, she would have told me, nah, I'm not eating that stuff, But she ate them last night, and she goes, wow, these are spicy. I've never seen her put down spicy food before. Usually she's like, this is not hot enough, but those were really hot, taste good, and I was just really impressed. And sometimes when you're going through things, you're going to find little treasures, and you're going to find out little things about yourself, how you can organize your problems, things that you're capable of doing. And that was just part of the day. And then, like I said, I still had that machine that was not working. I still had that machine that's not working. And so the part came in yesterday. The part came in around 5:30 in the morning. They dropped it off right in front of the door. And my wife's like, who's that? And I said, I think they're dropping off the part or something. And she's, oh yeah, they're dropping off the part. So last night went, installed the part into the machine, and it was working great. And as soon as I installed it, someone came right behind me and wanted to use the machine. And I was like, wow, you're getting your money back already. So one thing about the business that we're in, the things that we're doing is it's just a constant break, fix, get it back up and running. And the season that we're in now, it's really cold outside. So people are using a lot more blankets and washing blankets. And so trying to dry blankets and stuff. So I said, got to get that thing going. But I remember the first time I had that problem, I couldn't figure it out what was going on with that machine. And it just took a lot of investigation and a lot of noticing and wondering and a lot of trust in myself to, get that back up and running. I told myself maybe I'm going to have to farm myself out and just, I'm going to make a video today about that process of fixing that problem, because a lot of people don't want to do all that extra work. I said, you have the tools, you have the time, and I said, you're not the only person that's going to have that problem. Okay, so thank you again, and we will see you on the next one. Bye bye.